Hi students, this week we are starting the class with a revision test of chapter 1. Question is given here. Please do the following. The question paper is of 20 marks. You can spend 45 minutes to write. Please don't look at the textbook or notebook. After the test, you can evaluate the paper with the help of your parents. Hi students, today we are going to start with our lessons 2, the rise and spread of Islam. In the introduction part, we can say that Islam arose in the Arabian Peninsula. Ancient Arabia was inhabited warring nomadic tribes. Those people were superstitious and believed in many gods. They worshipped idols, and in the 7th century AD, the Arab tribes were united under a new religion called Islam. The next paragraph, here we will learn about the early life of the Prophet, the founder of Islam. He was born in Mecca around AD 570. In childhood, he lost his parents and he was brought up by his uncle. Later, Muhammad was impressed by the Christian and Jewish religion by their belief in one God. At the age of 40, he started receiving message from angel Gabriel, and he believed that these words were from God. And later, these messages were compiled in the form of a book. This book is known as Quran, and this is the holy book of Islam. After receiving the first message, Muhammad began to preach. He preached about one God, and it is called monotheism. And after some years, Muhammad forced to leave Mecca because his teachings went against of some Arabs. He escaped to Medina in AD 622. It is called Hijrah. His flee from Mecca to Medina is called Hijrah. His teachings became popular in Medina. Later, he was welcomed back to Mecca and hailed as the Prophet. Now we will learn about Muhammad's teachings. Muhammad called upon his followers to accept Islam. The follower of Islam called Muslims. The follower of Islam are called Muslim. Muhammad taught people that there is only one God, Allah, and Muhammad is his last prophet. Muslims believed that, like Christians, there will be a judgment day and will go to heaven or hell. Therefore, everyone surrender to God and receive his guidance. For explaining their religion, there were no priests, and the religious scholars explained the Quran. Islam stressed on the equality and brotherhood. It is against idol worship. Now we will learn about the 5 duties of a Muslim. 5 duties of a Muslim. The first duty, every Muslim must correctly recite aloud the basic statement of the faith at least once in a lifetime. It states that there is no God but Allah and Muhammad is his messenger. That is the first duty. Okay, every Muslim must correctly recite aloud the basic statement of the faith at least one in a lifetime. Second one, every Muslim must pray 5 times a day. every Muslim must pray 5 times a day. Third one is every Muslim must give alms to the poor, help to the poor, and pay a tax on his income to contribute to the well-being of the entire community. Fourth one is a Muslim should fast of Ramzan, the 9th month of the Islamic calendar. The Muslim should fast of Ramzan, the 9th month of the Islamic calendar. Fifth one is every Muslim who can afford to undertake the annual pilgrimage to Mecca must do so at least once in a lifetime. Every Muslim who can afford undertake the annual pilgrimage to Mecca must do so at least once in a lifetime. These are the main duties of 5 duties of a Muslim. And now we will learn about the developments after Muhammad's death. First development was the Islam united the Arab tribes and spread the feeling of equality and brotherhood. After the death of Muhammad, Khalifa became the spiritual and political head of Muslim community. Then Islam community split into 2 sects, Shia and Sunni. Shia believed that a caliph is appointed by divine will. Sunni believed that caliph should be chosen by the whole community. The areas governed by the caliphs were known as caliphate. The powerful caliphs were the Umayyads and the Abbasids. Later, the Arab traders settled along the coastal regions of India in Gujarat and the Malabar. They interacted with the local population and spread Islam in this region. These are the important developments after Muhammad's death. So here we are concluding the lesson. And here are some left exercises, work of chapter 1, complete in this textbook. Thank you, children.